Hey everybody, it's John here from VidGamiac.com. Here we are today back in the Master Chief Collection ODST DLC, grabbing the Record Store Owner achievement. This is to find all 30 audio logs in the game. The first one's going to be right here. I'm going to be showing you in the order I got them, but you can get them out of order. This is in Sector 5, which one of these want to head up the staircase and look to the left right here. And this one's going to be a payphone. I recommend while you're getting this to have your visor turned on, so tap the X button and it should highlight all the audio logs in a yellowish hue, and that helps out a bunch, especially because the game is so dark. It will help you out in finding these things. Alright, this one's going to be over here. It's going to be spitting out some money, so make sure you grab that, and then we're going to head down here, and what you want to do is you want to look on the right. It's going to be right here. There are going to be 29 or so out in Mombasa streets, and the last one you need to unlock the first 29 in order to have it spawn. It's going to be in a specific level, so keep that in mind while you're looking for these. I also recommend doing this towards the end of the game, just so you can have the whole city open up to you. Some of the gates are going to be locked if you try to do this from the beginning, so beat the game first and then go into free roam by loading up the last rally point of Mombasa Street, and you should be good in order to access all the places. And here we go. Gonna grab our next one. This one's gonna be in a parking garage, so some of them are a little hard to find just because their areas are in places you need to access through like a door or like a gate or something. But I'm gonna be showing you where the location is as well as my starting point, so you can look on the map to see where my character is and where the actual audio log is. So keep that in mind, and they're going to be spread all around the map, so if you can have access to a mongoose or steal a ghost or something, I recommend that, because that'll make travel a little bit easier, but this is doable on foot. It's just kind of a pain to walk everywhere. There's also Covenant all over the place, so I recommend doing this on easy, just so you don't get your face shot off, but keep that in mind as well. So this one's going to be in this room, and we're going to move on over here, and this is once again in Sector 9, so you want to look for it. This one is going to be between the two shields. Open up this door. This one takes a while to find, especially if you just use a map and not a video guide, because this one's in this little underground-ish area, because normally you can't see this place on the map, but if you look for the door, you can have access to it. It's going to be right here. It's going to be a payphone. And then we're going to move on over here. You want to look for this burning wreckage right here. Climb the stairs and then look to the left, and it's going to be all the way over here. It's the UNSC recruiting station, which looks like an ATM, but moving on over here, this is the gate to get to Sector 6. You want to jump on this crate, jump on this truck, and then jump up here and grab this one. A lot of these are kind of off the beaten path, but you can find them if you look around hard enough. But anyways, this one's going to be on an upper level. You want to look for it right over here. And once again, having your visor on helps out a bunch just because it highlights everything in yellow, which is super duper cool. This one is going to be, this is a gate leading out to nowhere because you can't open it. You want to head in this indoor part. These indoor ones are always a real hassle to get if you are just using a map instead of a video guide, because it'll point you in the right direction, but it won't show you how to get into that specific building. So this one's an outdoor one. This one's pretty easy to find. Just look for it off of the sidewalk right here, so make sure you grab that. And then this one's going to be by the Kazingo Boulevard start point. You want to look for the cop car, jump over it, and then this is another indoor one. These indoor ones are a real hassle, but go in here, and this is the only one in Mombasa Street that's going to be like an office phone, so make sure you grab that. That one's a little special. This one's going to be at this gate which leads into Sector 4. Right before it's going to be this big one that you can't miss. It's a first aid station. Moving on over here, this one is a Sector 3 gate. You want to look for it right here, another first aid kit station. Make sure you go over there and grab it. You can also heal up in case you're fighting the Covenant if they mess you up. This one is going to be in the middle of a little plaza right here. It's going to be this ATM computer looking deal. But anyways, over here is going to be this kind of back alley area. You want to look for another recruitment center. Make sure you go over there and then grab your intel, and you can always listen to them. Of course, you can either listen to them as soon as you grab them, or you can open up your menu and listen to them that way if you're into the ODST lore. But we're just in this for achievements. And the cool thing about the Xbox One version of this game is you get an achievement after finding every single one, and they're worth 5 gamer score each, so there's 30 of them, so that's a couple of gamer score there. You also get an achievement for finding all of them, so keep that in mind. This is 31 achievements. So yeah, so in this area with 2 guardians right there is going to be a bunch of palm trees, and the ATM you're going to be looking for is this one off to the left right here. Make sure you grab that, and then we can move on over here in this little diamond area. You're going to have another indoor segment. This is going to be another courtyard. Make sure you grab it right there. And the Mombasa street's a little confusing. They built these whole like indoor sectioned off areas just to put 1 or 2 collectibles in it, which is super duper annoying. Just finding the entrance to the things. But here's the Sector 6 area. It's going to be some jackals on this bridge right here. Those guys are a pain because they can snipe you. And on Legendary, they take you out in like 1 hit, which is super duper annoying. But make sure you grab that payphone right there. In this back alleyway, you can look for the Sector 4 sign right there. You can find a phone booth right over here. Make sure you grab that. And then we're going to head down here. And it's going to look like an overhang on the map, but it's going to be this ATM looking thing. Make sure you grab that, and you should be good. And then moving on to this part, you have this bridge. And then you want to hit up this ramp right here, and then go over here. Another ATM looking dealie. After grabbing that, we're going to head over here in this big open area. What you want to do is want to look for this giant plaza here. These plazas are always defended by a bunch of Covenant. I already killed them just to make capturing a little bit easier, but this is another first aid station right here. Alright, moving over here, this is actually the last one out in Mombasa Street. It's going to be on that balcony right there. To have access to it, what you can do is you can head through this little entranceway, head up the stairs, then take a right, head down the hall, and then head up this staircase, and then take a left, and that's how you get up here without any trouble. Grab it, and then that should be 29 out of 30. To get the 30th one, which one do you want to load up the level Data Hive on Rally Point 2? Granted, you have to have all 29 in Mombasa Streets in order to find this little Easter egg. Follow your soldier dude until you get to the freezer room. This is after you fight the 4 brutes and the chieftain. He's gonna go in here, and then he's gonna talk to something, and then you can grab the last piece of intel off of this wall right here. That should be the last audio log. You should get the last achievement for a 10 gamer score, and that's all there is to it.